Morning, boys. I wanted to get on here this morning and talk about something that I think isn't talked about in the self-improvement space. And it's this concept that you start to realize as you get deeper into self-development, as you spend more time working on yourself, you start going to the gym, you start hitting your early wake-ups, doing these good habits that you think are going to stack into this kind of version of you that you're going to be satisfied with, that you're going to be happy, that life is going to be easy, that everything is going to just fall into your lap, that it's going to just work out for. And you think that when you start self-improvement that you're going to go to the gym a certain amount of times and just get a physique that you're happy with, that you're proud of, and that you're going to start reading a few books, and at a certain point you're going to kind of know it all or learn it all. You're going to understand how to make money or understand how psychology works, how people interact. And the harsh truth is it's not like that. I've been into self-development for 5-6 years now. I just turned 20 on like 2 to 3 days ago, and it doesn't get easier. It just doesn't get easier. I've built the physique that my younger self, I've surpassed the physique that my younger self would have been happy with. I've made more money than I thought I would be, happy with, satisfied with, right? I want more. I'm hungry for more. Any college student making, what I'm making right now would be so chill, so satisfied, so complacent, so content with their situation, right? I have a beautiful, loving, feminine girlfriend that I've been with for 3 years. Perfect relationship, right? Communication, literally everything is there. Perfect relationship. I live with my 3 best friends from high school. That is a dream. The 3 boys that I was closest with in high school, I got them to move into a house with me, right? Our first house at 20 years old, right? And it's not a crazy house, right? And it's not like I'm paying for all of it, right? It's not like I have made it. Don't get me wrong. I have not made it. But I am the level 10 version of myself, right? I am that version of myself that 15, 16-year-old kid, that freshman sitting in his room would have been so proud of. But it never gets easier. I've been waking up at 4 a.m. every day for the last, literally since, it's almost a year now. We're going on a year. I started this journey last summer when I started my first bodybuilding prep, and I committed to this wake up time. I committed to my fasted cardio, and I committed to this show, this competition that completely changed the direction of my life and allowed me to find my purpose, allowed me to find something that I truly aligned with, because I challenged myself, because I put myself out there, and I chose to do something that I didn't think was possible, which is compete. But back to what I was wanting to talk about, which is the fact that this self-improvement journey is a never-ending journey. That's what it is, a journey. And you have to be able to find pleasure and find value and find fulfillment in the fact that it's hard. And in the fact that you get to do this, you get to wake up. How much of a fucking blessing is it that I get to come out here at 8% body fat after just killing an hour of cardio, right? And I have all of this energy. I'm filled with all of this energy. And it's 6 a.m. right now. The sun is just rising. And I feel amazing. My day is just getting started. I'm going to get so much done today. I can go give the world the best version of me. But it still sucked when I woke up this morning at 3:45. It still sucked when I got 30 minutes done on that cardio machine. I realized, fuck, I got to do another 20. And I'm not saying you guys got to take it to the extremes that I do, right? I just want a very big goal. And I realize when you have big goals, you have to sacrifice a lot. You have to sacrifice, literally you have to be willing to sacrifice more than the next person, okay? So if I want something that 99% of people aren't going to have, I have to be willing to do something that 99% of people will not be willing to do. Wake up early, do my cardio, track my food, go to the gym every day, work on my business, make content, read books, spend time working on communication, spend time, learning how to properly, maintain a healthy relationship, how to handle a woman that is growing up. But it never gets easier. And I know that when I'm 40 years old and I'm looking back, I'm going to be like, fuck, I'm still waking up at 4 a.m. still going to do my cardio. And most of you guys, the idea of that fucking kills you in your mind. Why would I do that? Why would I choose this hard task? You guys are probably going in the comments right now and being like, bro, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Just enjoy life. Just enjoy life. Look how much I am enjoying life. I fucking love it. I bet I love life more doing this and suffering that hour on the cardio than you do waking up at 11, rolling out of bed, stuffing your face with some cereal, going to school, going to work, slogging through your day, getting home, jumping right into bed and scrolling through your phone. Because I'm living in fulfillment and alignment. But it does not get easier. And I want you to know this, brother. As you get on your self-improvement journey, as you get on this self-development journey, be ready for the hard times. Be ready for the times where you don't feel like waking up. It's not pretty. The Lamborghini, the Porsche, that shit doesn't fucking motivate you out of bed. It only works a couple times. Be ready for those days that it doesn't work and you to still get up and have to do it, and then still get up and have to do it. And a year fucking later from when I first started these wake ups, right? When I did that prep, it was like, all right, I'm going to do it for prep. And then I decided I'm just going to keep fucking going. A year later, I'm still waking up. And I remember waking up and my girlfriend would be sleeping in bed and it'd be like 3:45 a.m., 4 a.m. And I'd be getting out of bed, getting in the fucking cold shower, going and doing an hour of cardio, coming home, not being able to eat because I was only allowed to eat a certain amount of meals that day. So if I started eating too early, by the time the end of the day got around, it was like impossible. So I couldn't eat. So I'd go home hungry as fuck, sit down at my desk and start working on client programming. Like that's literally like, that's how I started my business, grinding like that. And I'm still doing it a year later. I'm still waking up early. I'm still grinding my business. My girlfriend is still asleep in my bed and I'm going to have to go home after putting all of this fucking work in. Have to go home, sit down on my desk and work. And she's going to wake up and I'm going to give her a kiss on the forehead and I'm going to make her food and make her coffee and her life is going to be good because that is my purpose as a man. Is to set my life up for my family, for my loved ones, and for myself so that I can enjoy my future. And that's the other thing I want you to take from this video. Looking back, I am so grateful, so fucking thankful for the decision that I made myself 6 years ago to start doing push-ups in my room every morning and night, to start doing those 5-minute ab workouts. To think it would have turned into this is incredible, incredible. So start. No matter what age you are. You could be 20 years old and listening to this and you could be 25, 30 years old listening to this and you're motivated. You're motivated by the fact that there is someone younger than you, hungrier than you, and ready to get after it and doing what it takes to get after it. Or you could be younger and you're looking at this and if you're younger listening to this, I want you to really take this message into heart. Start now. It doesn't matter what you want. Just start doing it now. You want a good physique? Start doing push-ups on the floor. Start eating healthier. Start watching videos that actually teach you how to get in shape, how to eat properly. And that's what I do on this channel. My goal is I'm about to go through a generational run. I'm going to work so hard for you guys to build a complete ecosystem of content that teaches you everything you would need to know about getting in shape. I want to make it so fucking simple for you to have access to all the information because it really is not that complicated. You just are missing the application of it. You are just missing how to actually apply the information. Okay? It's all right there and it is very, very simple. And I'm going to make it so I'm going to streamline the process to get you guys from any starting point to a lean aesthetic physique. I've already done it with like 20 to 30 guys now. And I'm trying to make it a little bit more of a broad way, a community, so that you guys can actually all interact with each other and understand, okay, this guy's making progress trying this. You guys can share ideas and really use the Olympian method to build that Greek god physique that we all fucking want. We all want it, and I know it is possible for you. But it's not going to get easy. It's just not. And once you accept that is when you get on the other side of that it will never be easy, when you realize that is when you truly will start to make progress in life, because you realize that this version of you, these habits, that is who you are. That is the new version of you, and you must kill that old version of you. You must become this new version, so that a year after you start, you are still going strong. You still feel just as fucking good, just as motivated, just as disciplined. Don't get me wrong, there's times you're gonna fall off. But when you have a fucking process that is literally streamlined to get you to exactly to your goals, whether that's your physique goals, your business goals, everything I do is processed. Everything I do is systemized. The reason my clients get such good results is because I care so fucking much about my product, about building truly the best transformation program. And everybody is gonna say that, but I can speak it with such conviction because I know what I'm talking about. I just turned 20 years old. I'm going to get my natural pro card in 2 weeks if everything goes according to plan. I have 2 shows. I have one on the 17th of May and then one on the 25th. If everything goes according to plan, I will be a natural pro at 20 years old. I know how to get you in shape, brother. I know how to get you exactly where you want to be. You just have to trust the process, and you just have to start.